Howdy y'all, Aaron here. Are you frustrated and trying to figure out why your Facebook ads don't work? In this episode, I'm gonna show you exactly why Facebook ads do not work for clothing stores. As always, make sure that you grab something to take notes with and stick around until the end, where I'm gonna share with you what to do instead of running Facebook ads like everyone else. So I like lists because I feel like y'all can understand them easier, and that's the point of this channel, is to create content that may seem complex and break it down into an easier understand information. So I'm gonna list out the main reasons that Facebook ads are not working for your clothing store, including one major issue that literally almost every single person is doing, but I wanna talk about the solutions for them as well. So let's get into this. All right, so number one is that they have no clue what a good cost per purchase is. Like some of you guys who've watched this channel, you're like, well, that cost per purchase is high, or that cost per purchase is amazing. And it was the exact same number, right? It could have been $20 and some people say that was amazing, or some people are like, whoa, that's horrible because I have a $12 product and I would never pay $20 to acquire that customer. Well, let's not get into that. But when you're just starting out with Facebook ads, everyone wants to know how much to spend, but that really shouldn't be the question. The question should be, how much do I want to make? The second question they should be asking is, at what point am I not profitable? Because whether you're starting out or a veteran in the space, it comes down to understanding your margins. How much does it cost to deliver your product? Deliver, not manufacture it, actually deliver your product. And if you really want to get fancy, we can do some kind of dance here. If you want to get fancy and you have some data, how much is that customer really worth to you in the next 30 days? That's the number that really matters. Because I will be the absolute first to tell you that if you only have a strategy in place to acquire a customer and not get them to buy a second time, Facebook will never work for you. All right, before we cover the second biggest reason Facebook ads will not work for you and your clothing store, I just want to say howdy. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the co-founders here at BitBranding, and we're an e-commerce growth agency that specializes in helping clothing stores like you grow and scale profitably online. Now, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the latest strategies for clothing stores. We drop new content every single week. All right, so number two is that they cannot produce content at scale, right? That's arbitrary, it's ambiguous, right? But let me walk you through this. So you must, and I repeat, must turn your clothing store into a media company first, not second, first. Selling the clothes is a byproduct of an engaged audience and amazing content. Think about Kanye for a second. So do you think he could sell even one of the things that he does without his name? I mean, he probably could, but no. The clothes he creates are high quality and they're fashionable, right? Don't get me wrong, but I could argue that all of you watching this video have the same ability to create the same quality of content, the same quality of material that he is. The difference, he's created a brand around himself, and because of that, his drops sell out in seconds. Build the audience, then sell the product. The best way to build an audience is through great content, and great content gets engagement, which it gets followers, which adds social proof, which transfers confidence.
I wish I had your confidence.
Transferring confidence of your brand to others is how you win and how you sell more clothes. I'm gonna make this easy for you. If this was me starting out a clothing brand, I would be creating 3 TikToks/Reels per day. So both platforms, but could be the same content for my audience that is relevant, using songs, dances, memes, and pop culture. You don't have to do all of those. Those are just some ideas. But then I would run ads to those who engage with you on those platforms, or myself, since I'm the example here, and send as many people to your website, my website, as possible, and collect as many email addresses and phone numbers as possible. As possible being the key term here. Then drip content via email, SMS to stay top of mind. If you do that and create content and get in front of people over and over and over and over again, and you add value to them, guess what they are going to buy? All right, so number 3 is they don't play the long game. For this one, I just want to jump into Ads Manager to elaborate here, but how data is skewed. Before we do that though, if y'all need inspiration on how to take photos that will get more clicks on your ads, just comment the word lookbook down below and we will send that over to you in a link so that you can go and grab some inspiration to take better photos. Okay, so let's jump into Ads Manager and let me show you why playing the short game will almost always make you come up short. I didn't even plan that. All right, so now that we are inside of Ads Manager, I want to show you just real quickly, just looking at a 1-day window. and what people would do. So first off, they would say, okay, this campaign is learning, right? It's been 1 day. Holy, what? There's a $3 purchase in here. This is amazing. Like, my campaign is doing the best ever. My return on ad spend is at 8.51. This is insane. How could I have done this? And now you start to make decisions based off of, okay, so this campaign is doing really well. 180-day Instagram audience for retargeting. Like, this is the best thing ever. But then you go to something like, okay, today, like, what's it doing now? And you're like, whoa, it's still making 7 times its money. This campaign's doing amazing. It's a 180-day audience of Facebook. But what happens is it's only a small window of time. And what happens here is, like, you can see the return on ad spend is 6.9, 11 of it coming from this spot right here. The data is still coming in. It's still lagging behind. And if you made decisions from yesterday for today, then you may have made the wrong decision, because you would have chose Instagram at this point, and Instagram didn't get nearly as much profit as the Facebook audience did. And that's only in the last couple of days. Well, what happens if we do the last 7 days? Again, it's maybe a little bit better, but this right here, this looks like an $88 purchase. This is insanely expensive, but we have other ways that we make money outside of just the website, which wasn't calculated. So then we look over here and it says it's a 10 on return on ad spend, which is amazing. But again, it's still a small window of time, and it's a short window of time. If we would have made a decision right away from Instagram, $20 purchase, 5 times return on an ad spend, we may have gotten rid of Facebook. If we would have only looked at this result, we would have said we will never pay $88 per purchase. But then we go to find out more data about it and say, oh yeah, there's other areas we're getting purchases where the data is coming in, but it's just lagged and delayed. And so you don't play the long game, right? So we need to look at this as a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. How do we get better quarter over quarter, right? We still are looking at this week by week, but having a great day is awesome. But let's start stacking great days into great weeks and great weeks into months, and then start looking at that so we can forecast. Because as soon as we understand that, then we can get better at what we're doing, and we beat everybody else, because everybody else is looking day to day, right? Don't focus on the short game, because like I said, you're going to fall short. All right, so number 4 is that they're still using interest targeting. If you are new to this channel, you will probably think this is controversial, because you're using what every guru on the internet has been telling you to start out with of some kind, and they want some kind of approach like this, and you've been following that, right? That's pretty normal. Let me just kind of walk you through it. So they say, number 1, use add to carts to warm the pixel if you have a brand new business. Number 2, use interest targeting. It's literally your target audience. Right? Why not just go after boutiques? Why not just go after streetwear brands? Why not go after apparel industry leaders, right? Why not? They're your exact audience. They also tell you, create lookalike audiences of your best audience, right? All of these things sound logical, but I'm here to tell you that all of these are wrong. But most importantly here, the interest targeting does not work long term. You may have amazing results for 2 to 3 weeks, which builds false confidence, but that does not scale. And it definitely doesn't scale for the long term and a long period of time of sustainable growth for your business, which is why you're probably out on YouTube watching this video trying to find answers. I hope you find that here. Focus on your age, demographic, and location for your targeting, right? This is the easiest part. Now lean in here for this one. The magic happens in your content. Create content for your audience, and guess what? They will interact with it. Then Facebook will show it to more people like them. Seriously, it's that simple. Create great content, and if you create great content, your audience will interact, and then Facebook will say, oh, this person interacted, and it will find more great audiences like the people who already interacted. It works that easily. Before we jump into the number 1 reason ads do not work, and they will not work for your clothing store, I wanted to tell you about our free masterclass training for clothing stores. It's you that will walk you through the 5 pillars that must be in place for your online store to scale consistently and profitably no matter what is going on in the world. So if you want that training, make sure you check out the link in the description down below. All right, so number 5, your product is not good. The best ads in the world will not fix a bad product. And you can absolutely get more sales if you have great marketing, but it isn't scalable, and ultimately the market does not lie. That's what I love about the market. It tells us, you guys tell us if you like our YouTube videos, the market tells you if they like your products. Now, an amazing product with marketing also dies. I want to lighten the mood here a little because I don't want to be so harsh. And I want to say that if the products aren't selling and you have everything else in place, like I just mentioned in this video, and they just aren't purchasing, then it's likely not something your audience wants, which is actually a great thing because it means that you can change and create something that they actually do want. You've created content now that they resonate with and they still didn't buy the product. Well, guess what? Sell them something that they do want. Talk to them. How many times do you think brands have to pivot or change things up in the marketplace? The answer is a lot. When you fall in love with your product so much and don't listen to what people in the market are telling you, that is when you end up failing. Focus on building your audience with great content. Then, if you have an amazing product, they will buy it. I promise you. Create great content, resonate, add value to your audience, they will buy the product. But Facebook ads will not fix your business. And if anything, it will only add gasoline to your flame. But if this thing isn't lit, there isn't anything Facebook is going to do to be able to help. Except in most cases, waste a ton of money. All right, I hope this video was super helpful for you. One thing that I do want to share with you, and one major secret that is happening right now that we've been telling you guys on this channel anyway, is that you need more data for Facebook. And right now, we're using a tool called Triple L for all of our clients and group coaching members. And this powerhouse, it literally will tell us, it will let us see the lifetime value of a customer at 30, 60, and 90 days, all automatically, so we don't even have to calculate it ourselves. We know it's accurate because it connects directly to our Shopify store to give us that data, which means you also will know how much you can profitably acquire a customer for, which was part of this video, a very important number. How much can you spend to actually acquire a customer? As Dan Kennedy once said, I think most famously said, those who can spend the most to acquire a customer win. If you don't know how much you can spend to acquire a customer profitably or how long it's going to take for you to be profitable, guess what? Somebody else is going to figure it out and they're going to take it. This software is a solution for that so you can take off the blinders and understand what you need. So if you want access to that, check out the link and all the details in the description down below. All right, I'm wishing you all nothing but success, seriously. I know it's a little hard on this video and it's not on purpose, it's because sometimes you need tough love. And if you liked this video, you're going to learn a heck of a lot by checking out this video next, and we will see you guys next time.